The Honorable Lady Justice Martha Koome, the Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, control in upholding the tenets which has thankfully enabled Kenya to have relatively stable employer-employee relations for embracing transformative justice approach in resolving employment and labor disputes. I note with particular gratitude that this court has directed parties to utilize alternative dispute resolution ADR mechanisms before escalating matters. This direction fully complements the role of the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection in using ADR in the promotion of industrial peace and harmony. The court has provided direction on many matters and given clear guidance on gray areas, either not covered by law or inadequately addressed. This was more so critical during the COVID-19 pandemic, which brought forth new and emerging issues in the area of employment and labor, which are not sufficiently covered in the existing legislations. In addition, ladies and gentlemen, development in the body of law relating to labor and employment relations in the country is impressive and encouraging. Allow me, for instance, to mention some of the key standpoints. One is the right to due process in termination of labor contracts. Two is a constructive dismissal. Three is a procedure of notices and notifications in effecting redundancies. Number four is the role of the Salaries and Remuneration Commission in CBA negotiations. Five is the powers of the National Labor Board in recognition agreements and registration of trade unions. Number six is the trade union elections. Number seven is outsourcing of business functions. Number eight is defamation. Number nine is compensation of overtime and rest days. Number 10 is sexual harassment. Number 11 is the memorandums of understanding during the COVID-19 pandemic. And 12 is on strikes and industrial actions. The above measures have gone a long way in further helping to maintain industrial peace and harmony, and forever we are grateful. Honorable Chief Judge, there are a few nagging issues of great concern and which the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection feels will require your assistance in order to effectively be addressed. This include: one is the review of the labor laws. The Employment Act of 2007, the Labor Relations Act 2007, the Labor Institutions Act 2007, the Occupational Safety and Health Act 2007, and the Work Injury Benefits Act 2007. The status of the prosecution powers of the inspectorate staff in the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection is another one. The status of the prosecution powers of the inspectorate staff in the ministry. The Director of Public Prosecutions revoked the appointment of the labor officers as public prosecutors via Gazette Notice number 12161 of 2019, owing to the dualistic nature of the labor offenses. And number three, the multiplicity of trade unions within sectors contrary to the Industrial Relations Charter. Lastly, Honorable Chief Justice, I wish to urge the Employment and Labor Relations Court to strengthen this collaboration with key stakeholders such as our ministry. Through engagements such as this one, we will demystify justice, enhance openness in the delivery of public services, and indeed enhance trust in the institutions of government. I wish you fruitful engagements during this open day. Asanteni sana, and God bless you all.
Secretary, thank you.
Thank you very much, my Lord Justice Ongaya. Please, may we be seated, and a very good afternoon to everybody. Yes, let me begin by, I would mention you by name, Honorable Cheboy, the representative of COTU, FKE, LSK, and all of us this morning. I'm very, very, very happy to join you and celebrate with our employment and labor relations. To have you, for us, you're actually the Deputy AG. Because you speak from your heart and speak the truth. Tomorrow, you are also expected to join us as we launch the PMMU. This is the Performance Management and Measurement Unit, because we in the judiciary believe in accountability. We are independent, but we are accountable. So we go through the X-ray and find out what the X-ray has told us about our performance. And we are giving that report to Kenyans tomorrow, and we expect the Honorable Wenji to come. And by the way, the whole of this week, we've been doing things. You know, on Monday, we launched two very special frameworks, a strategy to inform us on how to deal with sexual and gender-based violence, a child justice strategy, and an electronic register that records all persons who have been convicted of sexual offenses. On Tuesday, we launched the Alternative Justice Systems second annual conference, where we brought 500 delegates from all over Kenya to come and we speak together how we can make justice a reality to our people. How we can form groups in our Nyumba Kumi, in our communities, in our religious gatherings to resolve disputes among ourselves alternatively without coming to court. Yesterday was a public holiday, but all the cases which were on the court list yesterday, they were brought forward to today. And these judges sitting here, as they said, they will go online. And before we came here, they were online to give directions, people to come to court at 2:30. Today, we are here trying to connect with our stakeholders in environment, employment and labor relations to speak to each other, the Magistrates Court and the High Court, to see how we are serving our people. Therefore, what Honorable Cheboy, you are trying to say is that we in the judiciary know what we are doing. We are not clueless, but those who say we are clueless and insult us, we forgive them, because God in heaven and the people that we serve every day and come to court for justice and go home with their rulings and judgments, and they are able to access courts from the comfort of their homes or their seats, know that the judiciary is working. But we don't have money to engage in social media. So God will vindicate us and the Kenyans that we serve well. So thank you all of you for those very, very profound words of encouragement, Madam CS, PS, and all the speakers who have spoken. And thank you very much, the Honorable PJ, Justice Ongai. He is always so humble. But today, donning that T-shirt makes you so handsome, young, and even reduces your size. And so are all of you, honorable judges and members of the ERLC. You look wonderful, and you make it easier for the members of public, our stakeholders, to approach you and to deal with you. Thank you, Madam CS, for coming. We love to have visitors in the court, especially when we have not issued summons for them to come. And Honorable Cheboy, thank you for not going so much to tell our ages when you were describing Madam Namisi. You went up to the days of Justice Shemtut. You didn't go to the days of Coca. Otherwise, you'd have made me and my compatriot, Madam Jude Nguserwa, uncomfortable. Because then you'd have gone to explain what is old age. Thank you, all of you, for coming and joining us. And I truly want to commend the principal judge of ERLC, all our judges, the registrar, and our staff for your visionary insight in coming up with the idea of this open day. The idea of an open day has brought to life this extraordinary platform, a vibrant avenue that allows us to engage directly with the public, the people that we serve, to hold a meaningful interaction with our valuable stakeholders in the labor movement. We also want to build bridges and foster a strong, enduring relationship with the people we are mandated to serve. Today we are open for all of you to ask all the questions, to understand the procedures that we adopt, and to learn also from you how we can best serve you. This open day symbolizes a major step in our relentless pursuit of excellence. It is more than an event for us. It is an embodiment of our commitment to transparency and accountability to public service. Today, we open the doors of ERLC to the nation because we invite our people to listen to the court's story, to understand its work, and to give the court very, very invaluable feedback. We believe it is through these candid, constructive engagements that this court will truly emerge as a court of excellence, a beacon of justice for our beloved country. The theme of this year's Open Day is the place of the ERLC in promoting social justice and economic prosperity. This reflects the court's core mandate, which is to adjudicate on matters relating to employment and labor relations, and to hold the rights and dignity of workers and employers in Kenya the same. As a specialized superior court, it has a unique role and responsibility in advancing the rights as enshrined in our Constitution, especially Article 41. The court also has a duty to promote the values and principles of public service under Article 232 of the Constitution, which includes efficiency, effectiveness, transparency, accountability, fairness, equity, and non-discrimination in the delivery of public service. It has been a decade since this court was established as a specialized superior court. 10 years, this court has tirelessly worked to develop a unique and very indigenous social justice jurisprudence, one that has become a shining exemplar of fairness and innovation. We regret we could not come to the international convening of the ILO to showcase our work. And this is because of nothing else but budgetary allocation. We did not have a single cent in our coffers when we were invited to send a delegation to attend that meeting. But I've asked the PJ and the CRJ next year to budget for it so that our delegation will not just be there, but they will have a side event to showcase what we are doing here in Kenya. So this court has confronted and surmounted the doubting complexities of modern workplace problems that Madam C has cited. It has forged innovative solutions that have drawn attention and praise from across the globe. Let me give you an example of such commentary by quoting one Indian scholar who is based in New Delhi, Dr. Gautam Bhatia, writing in May this year on the Indian constitutional law and philosophy blog. He observed as follows about a decision that was rendered by this court, and I quote, "It should be evident on our reading of this judgment that the Kenyan Employment and Labor Relations Court has issued a landmark ruling, and one that is a significant contribution to the global struggle against labor exploitation in the cross-border digital sphere. This is not only a landmark judgment, but a shining light in the history of global labor jurisprudence and struggle for the liberty and emancipation of the workers." Close quote. That is the decision of this court being celebrated far and wide. The ELRC has dealt with a wide range of contemporary issues at the workplace. This court has dealt with complex issues like sexual harassment, discrimination, unfair dismissal, redundancy, collective bargaining agreements. It has dealt with the strikes, the latest being the pilot strikes, which was handled very graciously by the court and fairly, workers' compensation, occupational health and safety, work in the cross-border digital sphere, among others. We really need to celebrate this court for being a trailblazer. The court has also handled cases involving judicial review and administrative decisions affecting employment and labor relations. In these cases, the court has admirably endeavored to apply the Constitution and the law in a manner that is progressive, transformative, and responsive to the needs and aspirations of the Kenyan people. This is a testament to the courage, tenacity, and unwavering commitment to justice and fairness by our judges of the ELRC, a feat for which I commend the court. One of your cases' most noteworthy accomplishments is the court's remarkable efficiency and commitment to service delivery. The court has achieved a case clearance rate of 161%, a feat that underlines the ELRC's active commitment to reduce the backlog of cases and deliver swift justice. It is an achievement that fills us in the judiciary with pride, but it is also a reminder and a clarion call to maintain the court's momentum, to never waver in the pursuit of efficient justice delivery. In a tireless effort to increase access to justice, we have extended the reach of the ELRC across the breadth of our great nation. Today we have 10 court stations, 3 of which are regularly served by visiting judges, and additional 11 sub-registries have been opened across the country. This is increasing the footprint of the court, and it is a testament to our pledge to the people of Kenya to bring justice to them, to ensure that every Kenyan, no matter where they live, they all have access to fair and impartial judgment. Recognizing the considerable volume of cases emanating from Nairobi, we have taken decisive steps to accelerate service delivery in the capital. It is for this reason, under very, very careful guidance and advice by the presiding judge and the judges of the court, we have established 3 divisions of the court: the Judicial Review and Labor Rights, the Appeals Division, and the Claims and Labor Relations Division. This strategic decision that has been guided by the court itself allows us to tackle the challenges of the caseload effectively, delivering justice without delay. It is also commendable that the court has embraced alternative dispute resolution mechanisms such as mediation and conciliation. These mechanisms will continue to help us to resolve cases amicably and expeditiously without resorting to litigation. In this regard, I would be urging our fellow Kenyans with employment and labor disputes to embrace our multi-door approach to dispute resolution by first of all seeking recourse in NDR channels like mediation, conciliation, arbitration, and the alternative justice system. The ERRC Court has also embraced technology and innovation in its court operations. The court is digitizing its court records and processes. It has embraced e-filing and conducts virtual hearings. These initiatives, which are part of our judiciary's digitization agenda, are convenient and increase our productivity. I urge the court to continue championing the digitization. While we celebrate these achievements in the court, we also acknowledge, like you have done, Madam CS, that the court, like the rest of the judiciary, is a journey. It is an ending journey, a journey of constant improvement and unceasing growth, a journey towards a more equitable and just society. Therefore, we encourage and welcome continuous engagement with everybody. As we stand at the threshold of celebrating a decade, the court should strive to be more, not just a place of dispute resolution, of hope, a court that does not just uphold the law, but champions the rights of every Kenyan worker or employer. In essence, the court should strive to shape our society by reinforcing the principles of justice and the rule of law to be respected in the workplace. The court should play this critical role by balancing the scales of justice, ensuring that each party, irrespective of their station of life, are afforded a fair opportunity to be heard. The court must therefore strive to be the champion of the social justice and the custodian of labor rights and the staunch defender of our rule of law. This is our vision. However, it can only be achieved with the support and active participation of the court users, because as the Constitution tells us, we are the servants of the people. The sovereign power resides with the people who have delegated it to us. You, the public, are the court's most valuable stakeholders, and your feedback, insights, and suggestions during this open day and during the symposium will help this court in its strive to grow and improve in the service delivery. Once again, I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you here today for being part of this important occasion. I look forward to the engaging conversations and the valuable insights that will come from this day. And I'm excited about the path that we are embarking on, a path towards a more just, equitable, and accountable judiciary, and a more prosperous Kenya. I thank you all for attending, for listening to me, for encouraging this court and supporting us, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Kwa tarumbeta hizo ni ishara kwamba sasa tumefika kilele cha sherehe. Mnaweza kuketi tafadhali. Tumefika